It's a gorgeous Sunday in Northern California. Today, it's the Toyota Save Mart 350. If we're racing on the road, we've got to talk about Shane van Gisbergen. He is no doubt the favorite. The other drivers in this race that have a real shot to go out and slay number 97.
Larson, Reddick, those two guys are going to be great today.
Ty Gibbs is someone to watch in the 54. And the last guy I would put on the board for you, A.J. Allmendinger, making his 500th career start. 9 to go to a run-in for a championship. We're green in Sonoma. Ty Gibbs getting after it out front with Carson Hocevar. Clean through turn 2, 77. Hocevar jumps to the race lead.
SVG on the outside of Larson down into turn 4. SVG down to the inside here, just trying to get back in line. Battle for the lead up front, side by side. They're going to argue through the S's here.
There will be a lot of arguing throughout the day for position. Give it to Ty Gibbs. Saw it side by side, a change for 4th while we were away. A.J. Allmendinger able to get around Kyle Larson.
Take a look at how it happened here. Down in a deep braking zone, turn 11. Look at the 16 spinning out almost into the corner. Uses the 5 to make the turn. 8 tires stick better than 4 in that case.
I think there was an elbow stuck out there as he came through.
See, Bell had a little challenge on the racetrack. Let's take a look here. Up the hill, the 77, getting into his back bumper. Wow. Holy moly. Good night. You know, it's just a corner. You're heading up the hill, and that's just not something that you need to be doing. And, you know, turning somebody sideways in such a high-speed corner of the racetrack, I don't know, that's just probably a mistake. I don't know if the 20 may have gotten into the 77 at some point a lap before.
Unscheduled for Daniel Suarez. He has a tire going down, he thinks. They debated for a moment, hey, do you want us to pit or you want me to try and let this thing live? What do you want me to do? They decided to pit, so they bring him down pit road here. 11 to go. Really can't connect it from anything here, Steve, strategy-wise, but they had to get that Goodyear tire off.
Well, the big concern in the garage area this morning was only 4 sets of sticker tires in your pits. So I had multiple crew chiefs say if you have a flat or spin out in stage 1, you are perhaps handcuffed for the rest of the day on being straightforward and not being very creative. So now we have Suarez leaving pit road, the Bleacher Report onboard camera climbing up into turn 2. As Marty says, can't connect it, meaning running long into the next stage. So just an unfortunate turn of events for the 7 as we see them march for the 19 of Chase Briscoe continues. Car looked good in practice.
A.J. Allmendinger back in the 8th spot. Let's get 16 team radio.
I think the toe knocked out a little bit. So I just struggling grip-wise overall. I copy. It's gonna be hard to fix. I don't know if it hurt the car or I just sucked, but it's not very good.
And Tyler Reddick is going the wrong direction. After qualifying 11th, fell to 17th. They said, you are losing in turn 2. That is our biggest loss. They're trying to get better in that section of the racetrack.
As pit road's busy, rinse and repeat leaders coming now down into turn 11 again. We will see if now the 54 decides to pit or he's going to stay out for the stage win. Well, there you go. He's going to make the decision easy. Now, SVG is going to try to get committed to pit road before the 54 closes pit road. He has to get all the way around. There you go. He's now committed. Pit road was still open when he did it. Other cars are also jumping to pit road. Marty, 97 on the pit road in front of you.
Yeah, this was that decision marker that we talked about for the 97 team. Again, outside of a chase spot coming into the race here at Sonoma, but clearly feel like they have a car that can win. Kyle Larson also on pit road, and not a word from SVG after he said, quote, early on, we are terrible, but was one of the fastest cars. The later the run went on for SVG, 4 fresh Goodyear tires. They'll skip the points here in stage 1 and put themselves in a position to possibly win the race.
And he's going to win the opening stage here at Sonoma. His 2nd stage win of the campaign. His first since he did it on the road course in Austin, Texas, Circuit of the Americas. 23 cars flip the stage.
Well, we have a developing situation here with Tyler Reddick and the number 45 car, guys. His team has gone under the hood. Jimmy, what do you think it is?
Yeah, it sounds like something in the power steering. We had this issue a couple times last year. They might be able to fix it and improve it, but as this issue develops, it's just eating the internal parts out of the power steering unit.
I don't know much, but I would say that not having power steering at a road course sucks.
Leaders in the Echo Park Automotive Restart Zone. Shane van Gisbergen, Kyle Larson getting us going in the second stage.
All the 9 of Chase Elliott off the dirt a little bit there. Cost him a little bit of grip and a spot to the 88 of Zilich. Little contact with the 24 and Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, William Byron muscling up down to turn 4. What did you say earlier? They're arguing for position, Dale?
Look at Denny back to the inside. That's not over with.
Byron might send Denny an email based on that paint scheme the 11's running this week.
You see Bubba Wallace off track. You see the cars to the speed over to the right, so he got sent off to the left.
Yeah, looks like might have missed turn 8. I'm not sure if he made any contact with the barrier or the wall over there.
Very delicately merges back in. Todd Gilliland going to take advantage. Austin Hill there in the 33. Bubba was top 10, now being scored 22nd.
But it just gets a little bit loose in the S's, overcorrects it. He knows that he's not on the racetrack anymore, right? So let's see. Got a little too much curb right there. And so that puts him on this runoff here. He comes to a stop because he thinks he needs to serve a penalty. He doesn't, right?
Yeah, the stop's unnecessary.
Yeah, he's going to have to do a little.
Well, we say the stop's unnecessary, but it's a judgment call. So he's obviously over there in distress, getting too loose, as you pointed out, Dale. He probably has no idea where he's going to rejoin the racetrack, not something you practice. So I'm afraid if he gasses up and he blends in about the same spot, NASCAR could at that point say, nope, you cut the course, and that's a pass-through, which is a 25-second penalty. He decides to give some back early in the race. I think I like that call from Bubba, just making sure you don't have to serve any sort of second penalty, what is already a mistake.
Just over 10 laps to go. Stage 2, Sonoma, California. Side by side on TNT. You saw a little movement off the pavement here on the road course.
Yeah, let's take a look. The 23 gets loose in the braking zone. He's about to crash, so luckily he's able to land in the lap of the 34 car.
Yeah, the 34, though.
He wasn't very happy.
No, he said, listen, I know it was a mistake, but your mistake cost me, so I'm going to find you here entering turn 2, and I'm going to make sure that you don't make turn 2.
Bubba ends up in the dirt. And just seconds later, 34 says, you know what? One's not enough.
I'm going to get both.
We're going to get one more.
You know what? I'm so mad at Bubba, I'm going to get his teammate too.
I mean, what a rough ride for 23-11 today. They were so good last week. And you think about here today, Reddick having the issues, has made multiple pit stops, 6 laps down.
But see, I assume the 97 pits. So now the question I have is, do Blaney and Zilich come in? Gibbs and Bell, I think we saw their strategy. They won stage 1. Look how much a head start the 97 has. He's going to come all the way around. There's going to answer your question. Blaney, Zilich come to pit road. Ty Gibbs stays on the racetrack. He will be the leader and probably have the best chance to win the stage. Marty.
You see SVG coming down pit road, so that last adjustment really helped. I need more of that, but the long run speed in the 97, just exceptional. And even though they're going to flip stage 2 here, don't be surprised if SVG gains a decent amount of stage points here as well. See his teammate Connor Zilich, who is keeping pace with SVG on the longer run. Very impressive day for Connor Zilich, Shannon.
And look at these drivers running it long. I go right to position number 4, Austin Cindric. Going to get some stage points here. I talked to Brian Wilson, his crew chief, yesterday. He said it's been a blue-collar effort. A lot of runs this season between 8th and 14th as they nickel and dime their way into a chase position and trying to get some stage points here.
Well, think about this. With this win, Gibbs will have scored 20 stage points. He came in today only a point behind Larson in the standings, 50-ish behind Blaney. So this is a driver who is thinking moving up. And how about Bell? What a day. He had slipped to 12th with this wrist injury. No matter what happens, he has scored a ton. 18 stage points for the injured driver of the 20.
Get out the broom. It's a sweep for Ty Gibbs, who wins stage 1 and stage 2 from the pole here at Sonoma. Bell, Allmendinger, Cindric, Chastain, the top 5. Final stage starts now on TNT.
Lane choice, always a debate. SVG making the right lane an obvious choice from the front row. The back of the field will have to figure it out up over the crest of turn 2.
Briscoe noses through to 3rd. Blaney and Larson trying to settle 4th as SVG gets away with the lead.
Looked like A.J. Allmendinger got shoved in the dirt a little bit right there in the back of the field. Everybody trying to figure it out, more contact.
51 to go in the race. A pit stop still required, but with no natural yellows today, you can see everybody's anticipation as we have a big stack up on the inside lane into turn 7.
So much contact back in the pack and lots of toe links getting bent, front ends getting banged around. SVG really wide out of 4 there, loves that higher line to be able to carry the speed. Oh, lots of contact back here in the pack.
The dust is flying. Barry's there, Noah Gregson in the 4, and the caution is out. Steve just said it, clean race, only cautions prior to now. We're the end of stage 1 and stage 2. Our first for a problem on track, 61 laps into this race.
Trying to see what the yellow was for. Right here, we're going to see some contact. 221.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if Josh turned into the corner unknowingly coming across the nose of the 2 car of Cindric. It's hard to tell from that vantage point, but just a contact between the 2, and the 21 spins Josh around.
Then a stack up with some other cars. Probably.
Everybody pretty lucky to get through there, actually.
I thought Buscher was going to be a yellow by himself. That thing was spinning out off the curb. Oh, there you go.
Teammates, Shane van Gisbergen, Connor Zilic.
Great.
Man, not a great restart for Zilic. I don't know if that was team orders or whatever, but if it was, he's giving up possibly 2nd position to Briscoe. Every pass, every race, every position battle here is for the win. That's the way you got to approach these races.
If that was team orders, I'd be arguing the next time I heard it over the radio. The 5 and the 12, excuse me. The 9 of Chase Elliott offline, drivers left. And look at the swarm of bees to the right, 2 and 3 wide. They still have them out of the groove.
Yeah, almost. Oh, we got a car around. The 11 of Hamlin, lots of positions.
He was up there inside the top 10, riding 7th, goes around in 7, and with all these cars on the lead lap, just losing so many.
Let's take a look and see how Denny got turned around here. He's kind of shipped off into the corner. A little contact to the nose there. That's not ideal. Another look at it right there. Just 3 wide, Hocevar with his nose in there.
you knew it.
Boy.
Something about this 19.
Oh, the 9's around. Coming out of turn 4, Chase Elliott spins.
All right, good to roll.
Well, Joey Chitwood style.
3 more coming left side, clear
advance.
Saw a couple of those yesterday in practice and qualifying.
I couldn't tell if somebody got him in the rear bumper.
The 42 is spinning out. It's
he's not done spinning out.
Look out.
See you behind the tree. Just the 34, then you're good.
I can't tell if he got help from the 2 of Cindric or not.
Yeah.
Cindric was right up there on the back bumper.
Oh, listen.
Oh, I think he actually climbed up on top of the curb there.
He definitely hit the curb.
Yeah.
I can't tell if there was a bump from behind, but the 9 definitely got himself out of shape with all that internal curb.
It's really good for 2nd.
Zilic
Connor Zilic looking inside turn 7.
Little contact.
He had the bump, just didn't have the run to get by Briscoe there. 19 stays in that runner-up spot.
Chase Briscoe in for service here. James Small likes his pace. Overall says the balance is good. Pit stop here It'll be 4 tires down and away, Marty.
Career day for Connor Zilic so far. Can he bring it home, maybe with a win? Oh, a slow stop there for the 88. That's going to cost him just a little bit. Said he was too tight in the right-hander, so we'll see how much track position. You want it to happen under green, not under caution, don't you, Steve, for the 88. And Michael McDowell much better on the longer run for that 71, taking his service here with 28 to go as well.
And the hiccup for Connor Zilic as he made his exit.
I just stalled it. Luckily, the car refired pretty quickly. He was able to drive away.
It's Marty, the 97 of SVG in front of you.
Yes, Steve, once he started to stretch his legs, as you mentioned to Junior a moment ago, he built that lead up to 7 seconds for Shane van Gisbergen as he comes to pit road here. He's done his job. Now it's up to the pit crew. Said he was struggling with the fronts and the rears, and he felt like the last set of tires were the worst of the day. Hopefully they get a better one on here. We'll see where he cycles out now.
He's at
Van
the yellow
Gisbergen
line.
exiting the pit lane. And here comes Briscoe across the start-finish line, the blend up the hill.
Oh, the 97 has it by 20, 25 car lengths.
And this is the battle right now. I think the best one on the racetrack between Larson and Zilic. And Larson is taking it. Thought Zilic would be able to drive away from this 5 car because he held that track position during the pit cycle, but maybe a little bit of a tire advantage on the 5. It's only a lap, but let's take a look and see how this pass happened. Yeah, the braking zone of turn 11. Larson down in there, stays off the door of the 88. Good clean pass. Man, he was pretty far back to be able to make that move. I was really impressed. It didn't end up in the door of the 88 car.
Might have caught the 88 by surprise.
My goodness. Yeah, the 88 struggling a little bit in the braking zone, I guess. The balance of the car just doesn't look quite as good as the run before for Zilic.
Brad Keselowski able to slide by Austin Cindric. A lot on the line here.
Yeah, late dive bomb down into turn 11, and I don't think that made Cindric very happy. Felt like it. Look there. And then I think Cindric went after him at the top of turn 2.
We missed.
And missed, yeah.
I say a lot on the line. In-season challenge, we documented that. And those are 2 drivers fighting right around the chase cut line. There's another battle for position. Ty Gibbs going after Zilic for 4th. The incredible run continues for the 54.
Zilic just lets him go. I mean, it's not much to do there with the 54. So much faster all day long. And
I was about to do a report about how Ty Dillon was going to knock off Denny Hamlin once again. Dillon a moment ago was running in the top 20 and just started losing power steering. Hamlin now only a couple of spots behind Ty Dillon. Can he hang on for these final 12 laps and for the 2nd straight year have this Colleague team knock off Denny Hamlin?
Yeah, with 4 laps to go. Right there, heading up to turn 1. I think Larson understands that.
Oh, the 19. Totally just cooked it into turn 1.
He's sitting there with an opportunity, and he knows it because SVG's struggling here to catch the 7, and SVG's losing performance in the car. So the 19 sees this out his windshield, and he's pushing and pushing harder, just asking a little bit too much. But it's not over yet. A lot of laps left.
Talk about SVG trying to match Tony Stewart for 2nd on the all-time wins list when it comes to road course victories. Tony Stewart was Chase Briscoe's hero growing up, and now he's driving the 19 for Joe Gibbs Racing and trying to run down SVG. 2 laps to go at Sonoma.
Hard to believe it, but Briscoe's strongest part of the racetrack is in the braking zones. You'd think that'd be SVG's strength. Now up the hill. SVG with a little traffic in front. Does the 51 lay over and get out of the way of the leaders? He's going to race down into the corner. That's going to slow SVG up. It's not a good situation. Can SVG make the pass in the braking zone of 4? Not able to do it. Has to follow the 51 through into the braking zone. Briscoe with a much easier path now. Look at the braking the 19 has into turn 7.
Big charge for Chase Briscoe. Through the S's.
The issue is, as close as the 19 gets to the 97, he then starts to struggle with aero. He has no tire left. Neither one of these cars have any tire left. They're both struggling, hanging on, just trying to stay on the asphalt as they come out of turn 10. 19 just trying to get close in the braking zone. It's incredible how much he gains on SVG into turn 11.
Back to the white flag. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Van Gisbergen in front of Briscoe.
SVG cannot allow the 19 to have an opportunity into 11. That is what Briscoe is trying to do this entire lap, is close the gap all the way back to the end of the lap.
And if you're SVG, I think you believe it's going to be all about the S's. You're the best changing direction, even with a car that's fading. You got to get down into this braking zone. This is the first opportunity that the 19 will be able to collect and get a run on you. Success so far. For now, the 97, it's turn 7, and hit your marks down the S's.
The 19's right there. He wants to be able to keep this distance all the way through the S's, but SVG needs a little bit more of a buffer so that Briscoe can't reach him in the braking zone.
We always talk about the importance of turn 10, setting up that run and that opportunity at turn 11.
Briscoe's there. He's closing the gap. Oh, he
Turn
loses
10
a
to
little
11, 19 is dancing. Here's Shane van Gisbergen into the hairpin. Briscoe charges in, can't make the pass. We're racing in wine country, and Shane van Gisbergen is the toast of the town. He wins again at Sonoma.